Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today we're going to get the hall window installed. If you're new to the channel, when we built the house, we wanted to put a stained glass window in this hallway. There's a stairway right behind here. We wanted to put a stained glass window in here, but we couldn't afford it at the time. So what I did is I framed out the window. This is perfectly framed out, and then we filled it in. This back part had house wrap on it. It was supposed to only have it on for a year, but all kinds of stuff happened. That's a story you'd have to go back and see. But anyways, on the inside, it has drywall right over the opening. But there's just a tiny little etch in the drywall showing where the opening is. So once I pull this insulation out of here, all I have to do is prep the opening, pop the window in, and then I can go on the inside, open up that drywall, and bada bing, bada boom, it just needs framing out. So the first thing I'm going to do, hopefully my window's in there. I got to check to make sure that the window is the right size. Hopefully I did that correctly. I haven't screwed that up yet, but I always fear it. Make sure that's the right size. Then I have to go and get some shim stock, which I have on the floor in there. You might not be able to see this stuff. I have shim stock on the floor in there. I have to get some of that cut to make a beveled base to put the window on, and then we'll get this all taped up and we'll get the window in. All right, here's what it looks like in here. We have the furring. This is what the window will be attached to. This is the 2-inch foam, and then this is the 2x6 framing beyond that. Let's pull this out of here. This is 5.5-inch high density insulation. I don't even know if they make this anymore, but 9 years ago when I framed this in, this was the best insulation, normal insulation you could get. Okay, so this is going to be fairly tight. So what I got to do is get my shim. The shim is going to go from here onto here and then be stapled at the edge because it's really thin, and then brad nailed back here. Then I got to put the window flashing and stuff in, and then I should be able to get the window in. This is unfortunate. This broke right here. This piece just fell off, which kind of sucks. So I'm going to have to deal with that as well. But the flange should cover that up. And the flanges on these, because it's so small, they don't even have slots on them. They're just solid. So I'll just be screwing right through the flange into this. All right, let's get them shims cut. Okay, I got her all framed in. I got my corners in. I prefer these corners over that stretchy stuff. I think that'll fail with time. Now I just got to get this taped in. The only thing I have is this 3.5 inch tape, and that's going to have to do. It just barely covers this, but that is really all I need because that's as far as the window comes in. These things really don't leak. And if it leaks, it's going to leak from the top and run down. This is the point where water gets in the vast majority of the time. And with this kind of corner, that's not going to happen. The reason for the tape is more for the condensation on the window. If the window is well made, it shouldn't have condensation on it. But if it does, you want the condensation to roll down and then roll out so you don't seal up the bottom. So any moisture that gets in here will roll off the tape and roll down on the outside of the house there. So with that said, the first piece I'm going to put on will be across the bottom, and then I'm going to work my way up just like shingles, and we'll have this thing done in just a couple minutes. Okay, this camera is acting real funny. I think it's just because it's so cold out. I have this all flashed in. Now I just got to put the window in and then flash around the outside. But I got to get this piece of drywall out first. So I'm going to get that out and then position this window back into place. And then I'll get back with you after that. All right, I got into the thick of it and I forgot to film. But what we did was we cut that drywall out on the inside, popped that out, and popped the window in place, and it was damn near perfect right away. Just a hair of shimming on one side. And then at first I screwed it in, but then I realized that the heads were going to be too big for the J-channel because this doesn't have built-in J-channel like the ones upstairs do. So I have to put J-channel on these. So I had to pull the screws out and nail it in place. But other than that, everything went just fine. Put a nice bead of caulk on the flange on the 3 sides, left the bottom open for drainage, taped it all up, and she's ready to go. The window opens and stuff. It opens inwards and up. So for the rest of the day, I'm going to try to get this corner molding in, the saddle molding up on top, hopefully the J-channel around the window. I want to get as far as I can today. The winds are going to be coming out of the northwest, the winter winds, pretty much from here on in, I believe. I think one of the days it's coming out of the east, which is just terrible. But if I can get this corner done, I'll be ahead of the game because I can be out of the wind up, either up on top or on the other side. So I'm going to go on this corner as much as I can today. So as soon as lunch is over, I'm going to cut this back a bit further. That corner molding is pretty wide. I'm going to cut this back a bit and get that corner molding in, and then hopefully J-channel around the window. All right, I'm going to have to wrap up this video. It's 2 days later. I was working on this. I just got it taped up. And then somebody said one of the ducks had a broken leg. So I had to go deal with that. And then by that time it was dark, and then it's rained for the last 20 hours or so. So anyways, it's pretty much done. I got a little trim around it. I'm not liking the way the trim came out, but it is what it is. So today I went to the Amish to get some tin, some trim work. I'll be trying to get that in tomorrow, hopefully. It's going to be cold, but it'll be dry. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. I'm trying to get out of the rain here. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.